I've described ranching as being about relationships. It was like the cows and the grass, obviously, is the base. And then you think, oh, it's not just that, it's the multi-generations that work together, and then it's our community. So it truly, it's not just ranching that's about relationships, it's life. And the threats coming at the West right now seem insurmountable. It's invasive species, the loss of real biodiversity. Wildfire's huge, and the threat of that, the growth we're experiencing, and the increased recreation use. And you've got climate change on top of this. It would be great if there were people in our own community that worked for the government, that knew the deal, knew that where the funding sources were, where the information was, some one-on-one, on the ground, on the ranch dialogue would be a step above.
As federal government agencies have had to work within tighter budgets, increased amounts of pressure have occurred to centralize employees in larger facilities within urban areas, and the resulting impacts have been loss of relationships at community levels, where wildlife habitat is most prominently located. So in 2015, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the Bureau of Land Management, both located out of Boise, Idaho, came together to fund 3 shared positions, which we have coined as partnership biologists, that would be co-located out in the communities across the state of Idaho to address the need for on-the-ground capacity to implement conservation for sagebrush steppe habitats.
It's important when we make decisions on the ground that we have decisions that are based upon the environmental issue, which in this case might be the sage grouse or it might be the sagebrush community. But then we've also got to consider the social component of things and the economic component of things, because that's how those decisions are going to be strong. And this is one way for us to have everybody at the table making those decisions the right way.
Wildlife habitat extends across jurisdictional boundaries, it extends across fence lines, and these partnership positions are designed and directed to address threats and address ecological issues across landscapes, and are provided with and empowered with the technical as well as financial capacity that all federal agencies have.
I first heard about the Wildlife Partners Program through the Rinker Rock Creek Advisory Committee members and discussions. We partner on this ranch with a lot of different federal and state agencies on projects. I've really liked working with this particular Partners Program because we not only got financial backing to help us with it, but we also got the technical expertise, and then people out here on the ground actually working with us, working with our contractors. We in our industry realize that with a growing global population and the urban sprawl and urban communities coming to our rural communities that are highly coveted for the aesthetic values, that we have to have a new partner. We can't go it alone, but what helps that comfort level is really the people within the agency being able to have a conversation, not just about the projects, but about the greater ecosystem, the ecological conditions, about wildlife, about cattle as well.
The positions located within these communities have been incredibly well received. The demand for their assistance is increasing yearly, particularly in years where we have significant wildfire activity. We cannot keep up with the amount of opportunity or work that each of these individual positions have.
Fire was put out early September of 2018, and we probably came out within a week to assess this. What we saw here was just black. I mean, this is a devastated time. Literally, your house just burnt down, and where you rank your finances or the place that you purchased in, you want to see teeming with wildlife is just up in smoke. You're wondering what to do and you're wanting help. So that's where I believe that we've been successful and can continue to be successful with delivering conservation and working with people on the landscape.
How great is the need to expand that program across the West?
It's almost gosh, I don't know how to describe it. We need to be doing it everywhere. It just makes sense when we can bring multiple agencies to the table. I don't know that you can underscore the importance of what we're trying to accomplish here and what we're doing and the value that we're getting out of these individual positions. The cost benefit is just unbelievable.
Without the continued commitment and support of the federal government to invest in technical and financial capacity, the West will forever be changed. The sagebrush steppe rangelands that have built the culture and the communities across the western United States, they'll be irreparable.